Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the relegation tournament. Currently spectating DT as they go 1-0 up in their series. Up next, we were correct, Biolab CTF. Is it 2-0, or do we see kind of forced to a game 3?
We see 2-0.
2-0?
Yeah,
sure.
They're going to 2-0. BBG would be shocked if they didn't, to be honest with you.
Let me see, connection-wise. Oh, that's screwed.
Who?
BBG.
Why?
Because DT still have some full bars. So maybe it isn't West versus East. Maybe it's good versus bad. Ha! Got him. Kidding. Kidding. Calm down, guys. Chill. Chill. Who do you want to see first?
Let's go on with Baker. Probably the most known player on this DT squad.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah, I'd agree. Dimmy's definitely had some moments throughout Advanced Warfare, but Baker definitely more well-known player from this squad. He's currently kicking things off with a kill, looking for the second and bottom purple and unable to connect. Now over to Daz Smokes 420. He falls. Just A-bar, he falls. Looking at Demonic now.
The hardest part for BBG is going to get kills.
Oh, yeah. And then pulling the flag and capping the flag.
Right, but it all starts with getting kills. And
they're going to struggle completely in this game. I expect it to be a 2-0 sweep. I'd be very, very surprised if it wasn't. Both flags are away from base, evasion, unable to pick up that kill actually, so who knows what could happen here. Flag's been pulled by Deathsmokes. Also, Baker has the flag for DT. Baker in a big gunfight across the map. Both flags down, but no, Deathsmokes stays alive actually. They're actually going to go 1-0 up here.
Okay, so BBG able to get one flag in. That's huge for them. Now what you're going to look at and see a lot of amateur teams, they decide to do when they get one flag and they get a lead is just kind of camp on it. They can't afford to do that because DT is going to strike right back.
You may see that strike immediately. There's two players full. Dimmy pulls the flag, he's heading over towards purple. Has a teammate in support, tries to jump up top, somehow gets away. And some nice movement, could see him escape, but no, actually backtracks to his teammate support. Nice play, his teammate's going to slay out for him, and Dimmy, as you exactly said, Matt, bounces back, gets a cap of his own, tied at 1-1.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, BBG, they get the flag, and instead of just kind of pushing up, they all just kind of sit in their base. So now, going to see if they can go back on the offensive, but it looks like DT starting to turn things up and pick up 2 kills in the kill feed right away. Now it looks like they're starting to make an attempt of a nice push through purple.
Dimmy taking his time, see he's going to pull the flag once again. Being pretty patient, missing a lot of shots though, but somehow stays alive, finally falls after the stun connects. Baker, meanwhile, top purple, trying to put some shots down. He is able to connect with Demonic, tries to back away, but unable to do so. 2.5 minutes left, game still tied at 1-1.
If you're BBG, this isn't a bad go. If you go into the second half tied, kind of like your chances in that one. It's going to be Dare Smokes running with the flag out Snow. His teammate's going to pick up some kills. This one could potentially beat a flag. They just need to get that return on the other side of the map.
With Smokes, who has that flag. One player actually in a position to go clutch for the opposition team. It's going to be Leo, who just picked up a melee but immediately falls. So Deathsmokes at 3 and 6 needs to try and stay alive. He's going to have some pressure applied to him. He's going to be pretty weak as well. Has managed to escape for now and does fall. That flag will be returned, but as we say that, both flags are back at base.
Yep, both flags going to be returned to home. Doesn't look like we see a score here. 2 minutes to go. Yep. One player looks like from BBG making a play on the DT flag, and it's going to be Dare Smoke again. He's going to pick up a kill. Now be able to run it down Snow. Has one player on elbow. Demonic's going to be able to take him out. All he has to do is provide some nice cover fire, and actually, it's a player through purple. That's going to be Dimmy coming up with a huge 2-piece.
If this game kind of stays the same with 1-1 at the half, who does it favor?
I mean, I don't think it really favors anybody. I mean, DT would probably feel pretty good about it. Like, okay, all we got to do is just beat them here in the second half. But if you're BBG, I mean, that's the kind of game you want to force, right? A game that you can just get a flying cap. Yeah, a little bit of a fluky game, so.
Unfortunately, evasion falls. Flag's still alive. But Mr. Abar able to return that. Nice little knee slide. Meanwhile, Deathsmoke's actually pulling the flag, which he gets into yellow, but there is a player waiting for him. He'll be shut down, and flag instantly returns. So that fluky, kind of scrappy game is definitely coming into effect. BBG playing it as best as they can.
It'll be interesting to see how it carries over into the second half. Like if the scrappy play carries over, or if BBG is going to kind of get a little bit stale and kind of camp a little bit.
Fox able to pick up one over an elbow. Maybe one shot, and then above, someone falls down, picks up the kill. Evasion, meanwhile, trying to lock down Snowside. Flag's also been pulled by Baker as well. Deathsmoke's pulling the flag, and that leaves Evasion in a bit of a weird spot because he didn't really know exactly where to turn. Smoke should be able to get this flag away, but no, he gets shut down. If I know that was, sorry, Mr. Abar. Deathsmoke has gotten away. Flag in a stalemate situation. Baker has it at the other side. Final 10 seconds. Expect to see both players play for the life here. Oh no, the flag gets returned and goes in.
Yep.
2-1. Wow.
That is exactly what you didn't want if you're BBG.
Yeah.
So now you don't have any momentum. You give it all to DT. You probably feel a little bit like crap. Go to the second half. Don't expect good things from BBG.
So, DT going to go into the second half with that momentum. Both Dimmy and Baker with a flag cap of their own. Also 16-9, 12-8 for those two players, playing very, very well. Curious to see the difference in their kill column, because it's something that we kind of touched upon, whether BBG would be able to kind of outslay. And looking at it, Deathsmoke's at 6-13, I believe on host as well. That's not what you want to see.
No, of course not. But you didn't expect them to be able to outslay. I mean, look at this, just the speed of, the game. It just looks really slow for the guys on DT. And then when we go over to anyone over on BBG, looks like the game's moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Purist on your screen as he controls mid-bio, looking to try and make a play towards the enemy flag. Unable to pick up the kill. Meanwhile, the flag has actually been pulled. Evasion wins a big 1v1 gunfight in his own base, and Dimmy able to pull the flag over towards Snow. And as long as someone reps back and watches that green OE, this is 100% going to be a flag. However, the flag's been shut down from a long-range gunfight over towards Snow, and Evasion just kind of sat there. Didn't push up at all, and the flag's been catapulted now, and this could cost DT, but luckily Evasion able to put a stop to it.
DT, though, getting a little bit lazy. Ben, they should have been able to put that one in. Looks like they have another flag out now. It's going to be Dimmy running this one over by purple, but see players of BBG all on the overextension. It's going to be a huge gunfight. If, the guys on DT win this whole engagement, which it looks like they will, just expect them to kind of go on, win the game.
Yeah, Dimmy runs that one home for his second flag of the game. However, lots of players pushing that green OE. He needs to play for his life. Pretty weak as well, but somehow stays alive. Flag's been pulled. It's going to be Deathsmoke who Dimmy's chasing. And I feel like this BBG team has kind of got that mentality now of just run towards the flag, pull the flag. Run towards the flag, pull the flag. Run
Right.
towards the flag, pull the flag. And it's just not working. Deathsmoke's, who's, you can see the clerk at OBJ, is currently sitting at 7-18. Comes a point where you need to win some of these gunfights.
He needed to win the most, if not all. I mean, you see DT picking up all 4 players now. They're starting to spawn in for BBG, but you see how easy of a flag pull this is going to be. It looks like DT going to be able to get it over on Snow. Going to get it all the way into elbow. I mean, you see some players on BBG, they overextend, some kind of wrap back. You need to do everything together. 4 dead. It's going to be another flag cap for DT.
Yeah, teammate's going to return the flag. Watch E. Flag runs in from Purist. 4-1. Pretty much wrap this up. Who did you say the winner of this one plays again?
They would play against the winner of, I think, Vex versus, what is it, the Peen Wizards or whatever they're called? No, they would play against the winner of Purist versus Peen's Wizards.
Okay. Baker with the flag. For DT, he's going to drop another flag in, 5-1. And at this point, the game is all but over. Cannot see at all BBG coming back into it. Fox with full snow control, he's going to be pushing down. Probably going to try and go for another flag. Well, 2 minutes left in the game.
At this point, you just have to kind of get...
So many,
you're just
4 dead.
Right.
Minute and a half left. As I said, game completely over. Purist runs in another flag, 6-1. Thought he was going to stomp on him for a minute. That would have been me leaving the game.
Yes, sir.
2-0 for favor of DT.
You expected that?
Yeah.
Did you expect anything else?
No.
No, you expected a DT. DT, I don't think they expect to make like a close game out of any of these series until probably, their qualifying match.
Has the bracket updated or no?
No, not yet.
Oh, it did? Apparently Rossa did. Dimmy timed out. Yo, 3v4, the dream. This is where we see the comeback. Minute left, 5 flags. You ready, Matt? You ready?
No, this ain't gonna happen.
Yo, it's gonna happen, man. Mr. A-Bar's gonna pull this flag. It's just really not gonna happen, is it? Nope. Mathematically impossible in terms of time to actually win the game anyway, or even force an overtime. So, Dimmy, you got saved, my friend. You got saved. Good job that wasn't a close game, otherwise maybe him timing out could have actually had a bit of an effect on the game. But as we said, DT going to progress through to the next round. So far, all the top seeds still in the tournament, right? We haven't seen any updates.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, any upsets?
Nah, everyone, all the top 4 is still in the tournament.
Okay, so nothing too crazy going on thus far in the relegation tournament. Apart from, of course, the somewhat of an upset, I guess, involving Trev. No, not a Fair, but Trev, as we know, losing in that game against Rizma and Tukuk in what is numerically an upset, but realistically, I think you can call that an upset. Pretty even teams.
Yeah, pretty even teams, I would say, yeah.
But as we said, DT, I'm going to close this one out 2-0. For now, we're going to head over to a quick commercial break. When we return, more action live from the relegation tournament.